Desert, and we had a little hangover remix out there, man.
I wore a wig to school once, and they said no headgear was allowed.
How did
spider web
was it
tights.
Obvious that it was a wig?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was having
a terrible
fun.
wig.
See, this is exactly why we have them on the show, and this is what makes them fun.
You're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM.
Hello, welcome to Chef Tobias Cooks, here where we have kitchen conversations with professional chefs, cooks, home cooks, bakers, and people that just can't cook. So join us every week for our kitchen conversations and learn a thing or two. And I don't burn nothing in my kitchen.
KXVS LP Stockton.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff. KXVS, the voice of Stockton, presents True Talk with Christina Kimball.
Hello and welcome to True Talk with Christina. My name is Christina Kimball, and I am a mortgage and real estate professional licensed in California since 2012. Today I have two very special guests joining me, and our topic is so relevant to home ownership and protecting your real estate investment. Before we dive in, I have some legal and compliance disclaimers to read. As soon as I finish that, I will share about the status of the real estate market, and then I will introduce my two guests and go deeper into our topic today. Residential and commercial loans are made or arranged pursuant, I'm going to go into like a radio voice, pursuant to a California Finance Lenders Law license. Edge Home Finance is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight. See, I get silly and then I can't read it. Under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS number 891464, and my personal NMLS number 1484144. We support equal housing opportunity. Listeners, viewers, and the general public can verify licensing at nmlsconsumeraccess.org. You can get more information about mortgages on our website at edgehomefinancecv.com, or you can call for more info at 855-428-8554. I'm licensed to help clients buy, sell, and invest in real estate at Volent Real Estate through the California Department of Real Estate license number 019-12461. Licensing can be verified at dre.ca.gov. You can visit my website for more information about me and homes for sale at christinakimball.com, or you can call or text me at 209-425-4229 with questions about the real estate market, or if you have a show topic idea to submit. True Talk with Christina is live generally at 1:05 p.m. every Tuesday right here on KXVS, the voice of Stockton. And you can watch us on social media through Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Like what you hear? Consider becoming a supporting member of our station. You can learn more at kxvs.org. Phew, you did it. I did it. As of noon today, according to active listings in MetroList services, there were 526 single-family homes for sale in Stockton, 93 in Tracy, 151 in Lodi, 26 in Lathrop, and 100 in Manteca. So we're going to talk a little bit specifically about Stockton right now. We are still in a seller's market. We have 1.8 months of inventory in Stockton, and that is based on closed sales. And everything I'm going to share from this point forward is based on our numbers as of the end of May. The average sold price in May was $317,000, up 13.2% from $280,000 in May of 2017, and down 3.1% from $327,000 in April. The average for sale price as well as sold price were both down in May when compared to April. The average days on market shows how many days the average property is on the market before it sells. An upward trend, since we're not all on radio yet, we're video, so I'll do the upward. Can you guys join me in that?
Yes.
Upward. Awesome. Awesome. An upward trend in days on market tends to indicate, or it indicates a move towards more of a buyer's market. And then a downward trend, downward. Thank you for playing along. It indicates more of a seller's market. The days on market for May 2018 was 31, down 11.4% from 35 days in April, and down 6.1% from 33 days in May of last year. So what we're seeing is a slight decrease in for sale prices, and it allows for a shorter time on market. Prices were getting a bit too high, and the market just wouldn't support it. So home sellers and agents are getting smarter in the price that they're starting at and bringing it down a bit, which allows for quicker home sales. That is what the days on market data is reflecting. So once you've bought a home, actually before you buy a home, it's important to think about how you're going to protect this great investment. And that is our topic of today, True Talk with Christina. So first, let's welcome Marilyn Chapman to the show. She is proud to have managed for First American Home Warranty for almost 20 years. She was born and raised in Southern California, just like my husband was too. And then 6 years ago, moved to Stockton to marry her Prince Charming. And she became a stepmom. So welcome to True Talk, Marilyn.
Thank you.
And our next guest, Velia.
Hi.
She was Velia Moreno works with New Life Insurance Services, locally located, almost tongue twister there, in downtown Stockton, not too far from our Edge Home Finance and Volent Real Estate offices. She's been an insurance broker for 18 years, and she has built a large book of business in our local community. Welcome, Velia.
Hi.
Hi. So let's get started with
Home warranty.
let's start with home warranty. So can you explain for those who are watching and listening, what is a home warranty?
Absolutely. If you don't know what a home warranty is, it's typically sold in 1-year increments, and it covers your systems and appliances in your home. The typical term we use is that fail caused by normal wear and tear. So if you kick something, break it, by physical force, a home warranty is not going to cover that. But if it's normal wear and tear, it's great to have a home warranty. You give us a call. We send out one of our technicians. They're all licensed, bonded, and insured to come to your home to repair that system or appliance. Sometimes, if it's not repairable, we end up having to replace it for you as well.
So you're telling me, Marilyn, and all of us, that if I take a sledgehammer to my air conditioner, it's not covered.
Exactly.
Go figure. Would homeowners insurance cover that?
Not unless you want to pay your huge deductible.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Good point.
Yeah. Typically, no.
So with that, so we have an understanding of home warranty. How would you describe homeowners insurance? Why would somebody have homeowners insurance?
Well, you want to make sure that that your investment is protected from any natural catastrophes or any perils such as wind, fire, theft. You just never know. So you want to make sure the average person doesn't have the money that it requires to replace something like that. If your house were to burn down to the floor, do you have the exact amount that your house is worth to replace your home? So that's why it's the wisest thing to do is to have homeowners insurance.
So if something breaks, that's when we turn to home warranty and get things repaired.
Yes.
And if the house burns down, we call our insurance agent.
Homeowners insurance. Yes, absolutely.
We also work hand in hand with secondary damage.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So if there's a plumbing leak, your home warranty company is going to fix that plumbing leak. However, we don't cover secondary damage that might be caused by that plumbing leak. And that's when you go to your insurance, your homeowner's insurance, to help out with that secondary damage.
Exactly.
Nice. See, you guys are we're all gonna learn so much today. So what is, with the home warranty, what's covered in the plans? And I know there are different plans. I have to say, shout out for myself. We have homeowners insurance on our home, and of course we have it through First American. So who else would I have on True Talk?
Yes. Yay.
Marilyn.
What is covered? Well, in a nutshell, our basic plan, and you always have to at least start with the basic plan. It covers your oven, stove, dishwasher, built-in microwave, trash compactor, garbage disposal, garage door opener, water heater, plumbing, electrical, and heating, and we even threw in pest control for you. Central vacuum system.
Really?
I'm trying to think of all the little extras in there. So that's a part of the basic plan. Here in the Central Valley, it's very common to have air conditioning. And the basic plan is not a part of, air conditioning, I apologize, is not a part of the basic plan because we're a California contract. We're nationwide, but of course I sell the California contract. And those lucky people on the coast and in the mountains, they don't need air conditioning. So we've made it an option that you can add. And I always recommend an upgrade option that gives you even better coverage. So that's what's most commonly ordered with the home warranty is the basic plan plus the air conditioning and the first class upgrade. We also can add your kitchen refrigerator and your washer and dryer for extra options. Also pool spa equipment. If you're in the outskirts of the area, well pump, septic tank system. Trying to think, additional refrigeration. So that means if you don't want to just cover your kitchen refrigerator, these days people have wine refrigerators and bar refrigerators or the extra refrigerator in the garage. So up to 4 units we'll cover with additional refrigeration.
That's great. I wasn't aware that it would cover up to 4 units.
With the additional refrigeration. Yep.
That's cool.
See, learn something new every day.
I know. I know. You get the truth here.
Yeah.
And I forgot to remind everybody, if you have questions, I'm monitoring Facebook. So if you're on YouTube or Periscope, if you want to come find KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, on Facebook, find the business page. You'll see the live stream. And if you have questions, post them. I have my phone here, so I am watching for your questions. We got thumbs ups already on the information. Awesome. Okay, so we know what's covered. What happens if something's not covered under the home warranty?
Under the home warranty. Well, and that's kind of a open question there because sometimes we cover, let's say we're going to replace your water heater. The basic plan does include the brand new water heater and the labor to install. That first class upgrade that I told you should all have also adds the haul away fee, which is the fee that the technician will charge to haul away the old unit. It covers up to $250 to pull a permit, and it covers up to $250 to bring that water heater up to code. So there's city and state codes that's necessary when a licensed contractor is doing work on the home. Sometimes the cost to bring it up to code exceed that $250. And so there might be some non-covered costs, is our way we call it, to the homeowner. And we don't cover modifications. The newer water heaters we're finding have a different venting system. They're more energy efficient. It was a California law that they have to be more energy efficient.
We like to save our energy.
Yes. It was going to cost you more money up front, but it'll save you more money in the long run, right?
Right.
So they have different venting. So we don't cover modifications. So if any modifications have to be done, that is also the cost to the homeowner. Keep in mind, if you didn't have that home warranty, you'd be paying for all of it, including the new water heater and all those wonderful things that we do cover with it.
Exactly.
So sometimes there are some costs to the homeowner. And then something that's not covered would be if it's outside of the house, unless mentioned covered, like, of course, if you have pool equipment. We're going to cover that because it's mentioned, right? And it's outside of the house. But if it's an electrical line or a plumbing line or a gas line outside of the house, that's not going to be covered. So sometimes we don't know until our technician goes to the house and diagnoses the failure if it's something the home warranty would cover or not. And if that happens, then we, of course, just inform the homeowner. Sometimes our technicians are nice enough to give a bid of what they would charge to do the work.
Yeah, we had that situation on our home, the one we bought a couple years ago, because we've bought a couple. We always have the home warranty because we want to make sure we save our money as much as possible. And we had a technician come out. What's the service call fee?
$75.
$75.
I was going to bring that up. There's always at least a service fee.
Yeah, so you will have the service fee, $75 for somebody to come out and look at the things. We had some light switches that weren't working, and they fixed them. For $75, that was nothing compared if we had to hire an electrician directly to come out. So then the issue happened again because it wasn't really the light switches. No. It fixed it right then. So it seemed like it was fine, but it was our panel. It was original. It was overloaded. It was too much. So that didn't fall under the home warranty. We had to have the new panel and the permit pulled and all that good stuff. But the home warranty, I don't know why anybody would not have one because it saves so much money. We had a client we financed a loan for, and they had a home warranty. I don't think they had the upgrade. I don't believe they did because they were going to have to pull permits and do all these things. She said, well, I'm going to get a quote outside of my homeowner's insurance. And I said, okay, it's going to cost a lot more if you don't not homeowners insurance.
Home
I'm
warranty.
sorry.
Yes,
See
home
what I
warranty.
did?
I didn't know if I was allowed to correct you or not.
Yes, correct me. Correct
warranty.
me. It's a true talk.
We
True
are
talk.
different. Yes.
Because I was looking at you when I said it.
Home warranty.
Home warranty. She was going to get a bid outside of that. Well, it was going to cost her so much more money that, of course, she went through the home warranty plan because it just saves you money. And it's really, it's like health insurance. You know, you want to have that because if you go to the doctor, it's going to cost a whole lot more than it would if you didn't have insurance.
Yes.
And
do you mind if I piggyback on some of the things you just said?
Yeah.
So the $75 service fee is per technician, not per problem. So you mentioned a couple of switches, but let's say you also have an outlet in one of the other rooms that's not working or anything else electrical. You're only paying one service fee. You're only paying for the technician, not per problem. So keep that in mind. If you go to place a plumbing claim, you might have been ignoring the toilet. They have to jiggle the handle because it keeps running, because maybe that's not worth spending the $75 on. But now if you have another plumbing issue, we'll have the same plumber check all of the issues that you have in your home for the one service fee. It's kind of like going to a doctor and having to pay a copay. Right?
Yeah.
They don't charge you for the knee and the shoulder and the arm and the, right? They're going to charge you one deductible. So it's the same thing. But let's say you have all that and also your oven isn't working. Now we have to also send an appliance tech. So that appliance tech will also charge a service fee. So that's per technician, not per problem.
Got it.
And what you mentioned about the electrical, we do cover your junction box, your electrical box. We just don't cover adding more power to it. So if you had a failure to what you already have, we cover that. Think of a car warranty. They're not going to say, you know what, you really need to have an extra whatever, I don't know car talk, but you need to have an extra filter besides what you have.
That's why we're doing true talk and not car talk.
Yeah, there you go. But they'll cover what you have, and if what you have has a failure to it. But if in your issue, because it was an older home, the newer systems and appliances were requiring more power, so the answer to fix that is to add more power to your electric box, and that's why the home warranty didn't cover that. But if there was a failure to what you already had, we would have covered that. That makes sense. That makes sense.
It does.
So.
It does. It was a mess. Not the home warranty part. Oh my goodness, that was the easy part. You just go online to the website and I did it. And I submitted the issue, and somebody called me the next day. I'm calling to make an appointment for the electrician to come out. I'm like, this is awesome.
And it is because it's a licensed, bonded, and insured person that's coming to your house. So if you just go on Google or the Yellow Pages or however you like to do a search, you don't know. Yes. And at least our guys are backed up. So our girls. Exactly. We actually have female plumbers and all that good stuff too. So
nice.
I say guys, but I need to change that term.
Guys and gals.
Guys and gals, exactly.
So that's really good information. That's the home warranty. Does every home have to have homeowners insurance?
Well, no, they don't. Legally, they don't have to have it. But I think it's the smartest thing to do because, like I said earlier, the average person does not have, the value of your home laying around in your bank account to replace your whole home in case it were to burn down, or even if there was like your roof came off, during a wind or storm or something, and then now it's going to cost you $30,000 to replace it, depending on how big your house is. So it's paying a small deductible versus paying thousands of dollars. You save a lot of money. So, and also I want to add that most lenders and banks, they require that you do have homeowners insurance because they want to. Technically they're still until you pay off that note, they're still, liable for that home, and they're still owners of that home. So I work with lenders and realtors that, unless they have homeowners insurance, they cannot close escrow. So yes, it's the best thing to do. And I have relatives who own their homes outright, and they still have the homeowners insurance. And I'm on them. You better have your homeowners insurance, Yeah, so no, you don't have to have it, but I would say like 90% of people do have it.
Yes. Yeah, my parents recently paid off their mortgage. I hope they don't mind me saying that.
Well, that's something to be proud of.
It is. But, sometimes people are private about things. So nobody tag my parents in this episode.
They won't know.
But they've always had a home warranty. Okay. So when I entered the real estate market in this industry several years ago, it wasn't a foreign thing to me. It was familiar. And I was thinking about that on the drive to the studio this morning, that what we do as parents, it affects the choices our children make easily. They don't have to research. They accept it as normal.
Exactly.
So for those of you who are parents, protect the investment that you have. Show your children how to take care of that so that when they go to buy for themselves, it's just natural. They're well, if they get a loan, they're going to have homeowners insurance.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if they're buying a home, the best time, of course, to get a home warranty is during the purchase.
Yes.
Right?
Although I do have to add, you could put a home warranty on a home at any time.
Yes.
It's most commonly purchased through escrow because you're buying a pre-owned home. You want to have something, to cover that. We offer new construction, home warranty, and for homeowners that already own a home. And if that's the case, let me know, because I have a friends and family pricing that I can give you that'll save you some money versus just calling the company directly.
Yeah, that's awesome. So while we're kind of I'm looking at the clock real quick, in the middle of it, can you share your contact information? And then we'll do that again at the end as well.
Sure.
So if they want to get a hold of you.
Sure. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So my name is Marilyn Chapman, and my cell number is area code 209-200-7164. Do you want me to give email address as well?
It's up to you. Yeah.
My email address, everybody likes to communicate in different ways. It's my first initial and my last name. So it's M Chapman, CHAPMAN, at firstam.com, and first is spelled out FIRSTAM.com.
That's good that you said first spelled out, because I might do the
number one ST.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And Velia, can you share your contact information?
So if you need to contact me for some homeowners insurance or other types of insurance for also home, commercial, or for even your business, and I also do workers' comp insurance, you can call me at 209-981-6995, or you can visit my website at www.vel@newlifeinsurance.com. And we are located downtown Stockton at the Court Tower, 5th floor, for your convenience. So we're just kitty corner from the Bob Hope Theater. So if you don't know where the Court Tower is, and we're open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays by appointment.
Nice.
Yes.
So so call them. Or email them, so that you can get good coverages on both sides of it, the home warranty, the homeowner's insurance. And I had a question, and it completely slipped my mind.
That happens.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. So let me look at my notes, and that will help. See, I know for my clients, when I'm representing buyers, I will purchase the home warranty for them up front. That's important. Also, so that everybody knows, when you're selling a home warranty can help then as well.
Seller's coverage. You want me to talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as I mentioned, it's typically sold in a 1-year increment. And for the buyers, we have something called seller's coverage that offers coverage during a listing period. So Christina takes your listing and you put it on the market because you're going to sell your home. We have a way that you can cover your home during that listing period. It starts the day you order it, or the day she orders it. You don't have to pay for it until it closes escrow, and it gets charged per day. So in California, the basic plus the air conditioning plus the upgrade that, of course, you're going to put on, it's only $1.26 per day. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And again, you don't pay for it until it closes escrow.
Cool.
So you can just add it to your escrow costs. And it's the same, all the same rules apply. You pay a $75 service fee. There are 2 limits that are different with seller's coverage than there are with buyer's coverage. Those 2 limits are, with the air conditioning and ductwork, it caps at $1,000. And for heat exchangers that fail during seller's coverage, it stops at $500. There aren't any dollar limits different than the plan for buyers. That's the only 2 differences with seller's coverage. I have had so many people thank me for recommending that they put seller's coverage on the home. Yes, because if you're trying to sell your home, you don't want to put more money into your house.
Not a lot,
right?
that's
And
for
you
sure.
just don't know when something's going to fail. I've had them call me and say my water heater's leaking. That can cost you a couple $1,000s, right? Thank God you have that home warranty.
Yes. Yeah.
Because maybe you might have to pay for a little bit of modification or something that might come up, but not that $2,000.
Yes. Right.
But if it's your oven, your stove, your dishwasher, there's typically only the service fee because we don't need to pull a permit for those. Typically not modifications needed for those. Exactly. So it's typically just that service fee, and we get to take care of that for you. Another time people use their seller's coverage is once you have a buyer, they have a home inspector go through that house. And they check that house from top to bottom, inside and out. And then the buyers might ask the seller to pay for some of the things that the home inspector finds wrong with the house. And I have to tell you, a lot of my sellers will say, I didn't even know that problem was there.
Right.
It might be in a bathroom you don't use often, or you know that you're not thoroughly inspecting your house all the time. And a lot of those items are things a home warranty would cover. So another time when they say, thank God you told me to put that seller's coverage on the home because you're saving my butt from a lot of money that I don't want to put in the house because I'm trying to get out of it. Right?
Right. Absolutely.
So I recommend seller's coverage on all of your listings because it really does. It's so cheap to have. The next benefit is you keep the same home warranty company for the buyer. And the reason why is because they have a 1-year policy that starts the day you close escrow, right? However, their coverage actually started the day you started the seller's coverage. So when they go to move in, and if there's a problem right away, there won't be that question of, was that a pre-existing problem? Was that water heater leaking yesterday because you just closed escrow today, you know?
Right.
But if you've had seller's coverage on the home beforehand, they won't question if that's a pre-existing problem because you've already had coverage on the home. So huge benefit to everybody when you have seller's coverage on the home.
Yeah. Wow. And can you have a home warranty on an investment property?
You can. You could put a home warranty on any residential property. The only thing you can't do is commercial. And that includes if you're running a business like a nursing home or something like that out of a home. We won't cover that because it's used for commercial. But any residential property, absolutely.
Condos,
townhouses, mobile homes.
I was going to ask, really?
Single
mobile homes
family.
Too?
And
Awesome.
multi-units up to 10.
Up to 10?
Up to 10.
Wow.
So now the pricing I was telling you for the seller's coverage is up to 5,000 square feet on a house. So if your house is over 5,000 square feet, let me know and I'll give you different pricing.
That's good.
As you can imagine, there's a lot more bathrooms and bigger air conditioning and heating and all that
makes me
stuff.
tired thinking about it.
Oh my gosh, cleaning it. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why. So the rates are pretty set, pretty standard for the home warranty. How about homeowners insurance? What goes into, what affects the cost and the premium?
So characteristics of the home, different things. For instance, location is a big one. Location, the year of the home, the year that the home was built. A lot of my clients have a misconception that the older the home, the cheaper it's going to be, but it's the complete opposite. The older the home, the higher risk. The higher risk of that things breaking down or falling apart. So it's more expensive to insure an older home. The newer homes is less expensive, so the premiums are lower on the newer homes. And like I said, location, where you're located, if you're close to a levee or or even if you're in the woods, live in like Valley Springs, that's their premiums there are higher too. If you're like by a brush area, so just different characteristics of the home itself.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because we were doing a loan for a client and she was buying in Valley Springs and the rate quotes, it was crazy.
Yes.
Is it because of the wildfires?
Yes, the wildfires, absolutely, and then just brush area, and they can catch on fire, and there you go, So it's very high risk. So of course the rates are going to be higher than if you're in the city.
And I'm glad you mentioned that about risk because I think people don't think about that necessarily.
Yes.
They just think, well, why am I paying so much money?
Yes.
But it's risk.
Yes.
And even with home loans, if you're not putting as much money down, it's a higher risk
Absolutely.
for an investor to take on to fund that loan. So risk is important to think about.
Oh, yes.
So location, does the city make a difference that the home is in?
Yes.
Okay.
So because if you're like let's say in the Bay Area, it does make a difference in the premium because now also the value of the home, so that also factors into it. So as we all know, the prices in the Bay Area are higher for the home. So you're not going to insure a $1 million home for the same price that you are a $350,000 home. So price makes a difference. The location, the city. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Well, of course, you work with realtors and lenders because we can call you up and get a homeowner's insurance quote. Yes. How do you work with realtors? Is there anything specific, like a process?
No, referrals. They send me referrals, so if, I've helped them out before, so they just refer word of mouth. I know some realtors who will send me some of their clients, say, oh, Velia can help you. I've worked with her in the past, and then they'll just call me and I'll be their contact person. With lenders as well, they'll call me and they're like, okay, I can't close escrow until I have insurance. Let's just add it on there. So I'll be on their dial up. Okay, let's hurry up and do this,
We need it yesterday.
Yes, we need it like now, So, and it's a win-win situation because it works hand in hand. We work hand in hand. So, yes.
And just to clarify for everybody watching and listening, we don't just put homeowners insurance on your home loans. You would get a quote. You would provide a quote for them, and then they could decide yes, no, or adding more.
You'll be surprised. I've come across some of my clients who have just bought homes. The lender probably has a contact person, and they'll just add that policy, and they'll be unhappy with the lender because they'll say, well, who am I working with? Who is my agent? Or a lot of times, like some of my clients will have like, let's say they have their home policy or their auto policy already, and it's cheaper to bundle it up. So now they just want to, also add their homeowner's insurance. Yeah. But if the lender that they're working with or the loan processor just adds their contact person, now they're not saving money because they could save a lot more money if they bundle it up with a policy that they already have in force through their auto agent or their business, they have it insured. Yeah. So you'd be surprised. So you just really have to speak up and say, well, I have my contact person. This is who it is. A lot of times they just add their contact person. So be very aware of that. And I always tell my clients, be very aware of that. If you're going to buy a house, make sure you let them know that you want to go directly through your agent that you've been working for years with. Yeah.
Or work with somebody who's professional and reputable, like at Edge Home Finance Corporation, who's not going to just put some random policy on your mortgage. We always ask, and if they don't have somebody that they work with, and I do ask, who do you have for auto insurance? Yes. Because the bundling, we bundled. Exactly. Of course, we want to save the money. We want to protect our investment. We have an umbrella policy over the whole thing for stuff that's not covered, and it's you got to protect your investments.
Absolutely. And that's when that's a clear indication to me. It's like that it's not all about the money. It's about building the relationship with the people. So like if this person is already adding their insurance without giving control to the client that they're servicing, what does that say about that person? To me, it says that they just want to close the deal because it's all about the money, versus building the relationship and saying, okay, well, like you said, you leave it to them. Who do you work with? Who's your agent? You want to contact your agent that you have for your other insurance needs, services, and call them. And if they don't have one, then you can refer somebody, but always leave it to the customer, because if that was done to me, I wouldn't like that. It would feel like they're just rushing it so they can close the deal,
Yeah.
So yeah, be very aware of that. Absolutely.
Yeah. It makes me think of when I went to the doctor yesterday, and I did ask a ton of questions. I'm there.
Good for you.
Like, I want to ask about this and this and this and this, and by the way, this is hurting really bad. And but it's I have good experiences going. I have Kaiser, and I have good experiences. Some people don't, but I can go there. I can ask her all those questions, and she's patient. She's not just rushing through just to get on to the next person. So that experience, whether it's home warranty, it's homeowners insurance, it's mortgages, it's the contracts, the buying, the negotiating, you want someone who cares about you as a person.
Exactly.
And the overall experience.
Yes.
See, I keep looking back at the clock. I want to make sure
That
it
we're
didn't go over. I got the thumbs up. Okay, I got the thumbs up. We're doing good. So I know that all insurance agents or brokers, they're not the same. The type of insurance you get from are they called franchises? The big ones, brokerages, agencies.
Yes,
they're not all the
agencies.
same.
Mm-hmm.
So how is your? I know the answer to this, but I'm asking so everybody else will know. How is your company different? What you do? How is it different from like one of the big names we might see around town?
You know, it's first of all, I'm a broker, so if I don't turn down business, so if you have any points on your driving record, if you have a DUI, if you got in a car accident and you have at-fault car accident, now you have 2 points, I will not turn down your business. I will find you a policy because I work with various insurance carriers, and I have insurance for high risk and low risk clients, And but most of all, I think that we pride ourselves in building relationships with our clients. It's like I like to say, like we build relationships one application at a time. And I have clients that have been with me for years, and I like seeing their little kids, and now they're like going to college, and then their kids are getting insurance with me, So, and then, and the good thing about this is that you build a relationship with them. It's the personal touch, I think, that makes us different. The personal touch, you always get a live person, and that, even like when holidays come around, they show gratitude, they bring food, they bring, gifts and stuff like that. And that shows a lot, that speaks volumes of the service that we're giving to these, our clients. And I think that's what sets us apart, that we really care. It's not about the money all the time, it's about also building a relationship with each and one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. And that's why I'm careful about who I even bring on this show.
Yes.
I want to make sure that people's values align with mine in business, and it is about taking care of that client.
Exactly.
So there are other home warranty companies as well that people could choose. Why should they choose First American?
Thank you for asking. Welcome. Well, most people say that most home warranties, especially the bigger companies, are very similar. And I've had many agents say, kind of what you're saying, it's more the rep than the company. But I'm proud to say that First American we're number one in California. I've been with them for almost 20 years. They've always backed me up to back my clients up. And because we're such a large company, I think that there's less no's and more yeses, right? Yes. So I work for an amazing company, and that's great for me. But what's great for you is you get to work with me. Yeah. Right?
That is great.
That is great. It's nice to have a go-to person when you need help with a home warranty, because home warranties are amazing, but they don't cover everything, as we've kind of already talked about. And we do work with technicians, and I get crazy stories from, pardon me for saying this, plumber's crack, complaints to, a technician being really late, or, it's frustrating working with technicians. It can be at times with any kind of technician.
We're human beings.
Yes, exactly. And contractors try and schedule their days according to what they have on their schedule to go to what the failures are, but sometimes it takes longer at one home than they planned on. So now they're running late, and so it's just nice to have a go-to person. If something's going on, you can get a hold of me. I gave you my cell number. I'm easy to reach.
You are.
Right? And that's important. So to me, it's also who the rep is. And so, yes, I work for an amazing company, but you have also got me. Yes. That's the best thing we can offer in those relationships that we build.
Yeah, and and a lot of times, it's there could be a big company, and it's the person that's the rep, like you're saying, that sets the image for that company. Or if I don't want to say any companies, but like if let's say there's a company that has a bad reputation or a bad service or a bad ding on Yelp or something, but it's the person, the rep. You're not always going to get the same rep. So if you have a great rep who's going to help you, and represent that company to its potential, then you're good. I think that all companies are good. It's just the person that represents that company that's not doing their job right, so, and they just need proper training, etc. But once you get a good rep, then you're good.
So a good rep, a good agent, a good loan officer, a mortgage company. You want good. The goal is good.
Yes.
Or great.
Great.
Right?
Yeah,
Not
that's
just
Better
good.
than good. It's
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Great.
Are you great?
I'm great.
High five. Are you
Yes,
great?
I'm great.
High
Everybody
five. Yeah. So that, hopefully that is really helpful. I believe that what you both shared was very helpful and beneficial to people. They'll have a better understanding of home warranty, a better understanding of homeowners insurance, when it's required, when it isn't, and the benefits and how they work. They work together. They're separate.
Yes.
But together, it's a layer upon layer of protection.
Risk management.
Risk management. Yeah. Cash flow management as well.
Oh,
Because you're going to
absolutely.
control your costs more. You know what your deductible is.
Exactly.
You know what the service call fee is. $75?
Yes.
Yes, I
You
got
got
it
it
right.
right.
I got it right. $75. So I'm all about controlled costs personally. When I'm buying something or investing or leasing something like an office space, I want that cost controlled.
Yes.
That's how I protect my investment. It's how I protect my finances.
Yes.
Is really being prepared in that. Is there anything else you'd like to add, either of you, that maybe we didn't cover?
Well, I just wanted to
You
mention.
have 5 seconds.
I wanted to mention really quick that it's wedding season. Okay.
Yes.
So from like March to like the end of July, it's wedding season, and a lot of times, some of homeowners don't know this, but if you're having a venue, outside your wedding, outside your home, most people do, your homeowner's insurance should have that coverage.
Wow.
So for outside of a one-day venue or one-day event outside your home. So check into that. And if it's not covered, you can easily have your agent endorse it on there. It's a very simple transaction. Talk to your agent and say, hey, I'm doing this event. Can you add the one-day event to my homeowner's policy? And it's not that expensive. So, just an FYI. Because we are in that season.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
That's
I
great.
didn't know that. Were you?
Yes.
No, I didn't
We
know
both
that
looked
either.
kind of shocked.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So a one-day event.
So what kind of a claim would someone place at a wedding?
Well, it's, for instance, if they're, unfortunately, if somebody's like, let's say at a winery, we had our wedding reception at a winery. So we had ours endorsed, right? On there to our homeowner's insurance.
Of course you did.
So, but they want, so let's say somebody had too much to drink at the winery and they fell and slipped at the winery during the wedding. They can submit a claim and say, well, I broke my neck
At
I
your
was
party.
At this party. It's your party, but it's this winery. So now I'm going to sue the winery, So the winery has to protect themselves, their winery, their property. And that's why they require that whoever's having a venue at their winery, that they're going to have the insurance.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So someone could be buying a home and get homeowners insurance. They can call you for a quote.
Yes.
They can have a home, and maybe they want to call you and see, hey, am I paying the best price
Yes,
for
absolutely.
insurance? So they can call you. And what's your phone number again, Velia?
It's 209-981-6995. And you can easily find me. The easiest way to find me, you can go to our website at www.velnewlifeinsurance.com, or you can go to Facebook. Just look it up, New Life Insurance on Facebook, and all the information is there too.
Great. And if someone's buying a home or selling a home,
Yes.
or they have a home already, they may not have a home warranty coverage, they can get it.
Yes.
And then if they're buying or selling, they can get it through escrow. Well, buying, selling, get the seller's coverage.
Through escrow as well.
So how can they contact you if they're not working? If you're not working with an agent and you need an agent, you can call me. And we'll
Of
get
course.
that home warranty on there.
Yes.
If you're not buying or selling right now and you just want to get that coverage, how do they get a hold of you,
Or even
Marilyn?
if you just have questions.
Yeah, questions too. And Marilyn's great. So
Thank you.
You're
There's
welcome.
that great word again.
Yeah, great.
My cell number again is area code 209-200-7164. My email address is my first initial and last name, M. Chapman, CHAPMAN, at firstam, spelled out, FIRSTAM.com. Our website is www.FAHW.com, and those 4 letters stand for First American Home Warranty.
There you go. There you have it. That's the truth.
That's
True
the
Talk
truth.
with Christina. Thanks for joining us today. Join us again next Tuesday. We go live at 1:05 p.m. right here on KXVS, the voice of Stockton. Have an incredible week, everybody. And if you have a show idea, remember, call or text me 209-425-4229, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome.